Hey everybody, it's Shelby with Simple Pleasures, bringing you a coloring video today to show you how to create black using your W's, which is your warm grays. I'm going to be using a fantastic stamp from Penny Black called Nature's Day. What I'm doing right now with my W9, which is the deepest color that I'm going to be using today, is marking the areas on the bird where I want the darkest of either the shadows or the colors to fall. I'm just making short strokes, flicking motions. I don't want to particularly blend this very heavily because with the bird I want you to be able to see the feathers and the markings of the feathers, but I still want to create the black markings on this bird. I've come in now with the W7 to pull the color in closer to my targeted area, again using short flicking motions. Right here now I'm using the W5, and as I progress you'll see that the W's or the warm grays get lighter. How you create black with your Copic markers is actually a combination of grays from dark to light. It's giving the eye the impression that black exists even though you've actually used gray. Here I'm bringing in W3 to pull out some more of that darker color, starting to move into the areas where I'm going to be adding some different colors here in a little bit. I'm going to bring in my W00, that was a mouthful, to again pull those blacks or the darker colors, the darker W's, into the open space. Now I've come back in with my W9 to deepen up the black and the shadows that I'm creating. Again, I'm just using a really light flicking motion. I'm not doing any heavy blending. I want those feathers and the distinction of colors to show to the eye. Again, I've brought in W7 to continue pulling the W9 down, starting to create the color black. And again with the W5, as you can see, as I start to build in the color, your eye is starting to see, hopefully your eye is starting to see a little bit more of the illusion of black. And W3 here to shade some more to complete where I want the black to be on this bird. Now I'm going to bring in my second color, which I'm going to create hopefully an orangish brown color, which you complete using your YRs. This is YR27. As you can see, when I bump up the YR next to the W's or the grays start to take on the appearance of a heavier black when it's next to the YR. And again, I'm marking with my YR27 where I want the darkest of this orange to be on this bird. Again, you want to use very light flicking motions. You're not doing heavy blending, you're just flicking. YR24 now to pull some of that YR27 down. I'm going to come in with my YR30. Blending out more of the YRs. Now what I'm going to do is complete the blending between the two different color groups with my W1. Completing where I want the look of black to be, again smoothing out any of those rough edges that I didn't want there. I'm going to be coloring his little legs, his beak. And as you can look at the image itself, it really does look like a black and orange bird, even though I've used the W's. So when you're creating black, what you're actually doing is using W's, or you can use your C's or your N's. Thank you for joining me today, and hope you enjoyed it and learned something great.